Hello and welcome to Heroes of History, this time with another beta news, and let's go right into it because the battle for Atlantis has started. So let's look into what can you actually do. As you can see here, there is a lot of things going on here, and well, you can see there's a lot of mentions here, and well, how do we actually control stuff here? Now let's look into here what you can actually do. What do all these nodes come from? Because they're actually coming from this notion here, and here I can set a focus. I can even add here, let's call it now, focus now, and then we have our team to focus on this attack. Now next time, well, what we want here, we've gained this one, it's worth a lot, so let's just go for the basic attack routes here, because this node here is a sea shrine. It only generates 100 points per hour. Well, compared to this one, that's actually giving 300 per hour, the noble house. So I would rather want the noble house than, well, all those pesky sea shrines. But what I really want is this one. It's the royal palace. It gives me 900 per hour. Of course, there's also these gateways, and the gateways only give 60 per hour, so that's just somewhere you can defend from others diving in from their side. You can see we have an opponent here and another one here, and down over here we have a third one. Let's go out of this one so we can see here. So that's why we can see how they are progressing. And they also have the same setup on their island part. So basically, if we can go here and cross it into here and attack this one, we'll be in a pretty good space to winning at least over this team. We can of course not hold it against ourselves or them. The other team over here does very well, but they have not been here and taken the royal palace with the 900 points, and neither has these. So right now I think we have a bit of an edge. Now right now there is no going in here, unlocks here in 2 days and 15 hours, so 3 days after start, and then you can see what gets. This is Trident Towers that gets 600 per hour. That's okay. The only thing over here on the main island that gives more is actually the royal palace. Even the noble house doesn't give as much. So whenever this gets out of play and we can attack it, I would go in here and take the fight here, because there's much more points here to gain. Of course, there's also the Poseidon wall in the center here, and they really give a lot. But I can go in from my own side, but they are not connected. So I would actually have to go over here and push my opponents to get in here and get a hold of that. Now, is there differences to these garrisons? Well, as you can see here at the gatehouse, there is not really anything here. Let's take one where we can actually see it. Here we are up and down it, and you can see 14,000 points for this one. And we got here the sea shrine. Here we can see there's also around 14,000. These ones is 10,000. Is that good? Is it bad? Is it high? Is it low? Well, let's get back to that at a later moment, because, well, we will need to defend ourselves here. You can see here some of our players have put in defensive team, and with 32,000 that's pretty easy to overcome these enemies. So, but this team I'm presenting from right now, there is a large variety of players, so it just costs very differently from what some can actually encompass. You can see Mogre here. He has only 6,000 points, but would not do a lot of damage in an attack, while this one is pretty easy. Now, as we've seen that the nodes here, they're not too different in strength, so it's just a matter of how many teams there is to defending, and how many slots there is for the opponents. So let's just basically see how we attack. It's set up a bit differently than what we know from the arena, but apart from that, it's basically the same. It's 2 in the front and 3 in the back row, and let's give it let's give it something like this. It should be pretty easy with the team I have now, and here comes a victory to show how that performs. As you can see here, they lose a bit here, and you can see how they gain health. Let's take a more difficult one, so you can see that there's actually differences to how much we can actually, how long it takes to regain health. Well, the thing is, when they're not doing anything, they're actually regaining health, not the other way around. And basically, we can only do the auto fight, as you can see here, 2 hours and 4 minutes for D'Artagnan here. So it's easy to see how our heroes progress this way. Yes, it is. You can actually look here. Knocked out, regenerating hit points 15% per hour. Combat ready at 10% hit points. Well, I have no one knocked out right now, but as you can see here, you can have a nice overview and when your heroes are back at full health. Now, as both attack took one of my, I'm not sure, Atlantis energy they call it. I won't use the last one because, well, let's just look at what we do for a garrison and if that is worth anything. Now I don't want to put too much into this, but when they're here defending, they're not regaining health. So obviously I take someone with 100% health. That would be the only thing that makes sense in this regard. And let's garrison like it. I'm more worried if this cost energy. It doesn't. It only uses energy when we're attacking. So let's just finish the attack here and move on to the next topic. Let's take this one and take something rather fast. That's one of those. We want someone that could do some damage. That's not too much, but well, we can move him out and take this one. It should be more than enough to win this one. And then my team is much closer to gaining this node. As you can see, all the nodes here, they have different numbers, so you can easily refer to a certain one you want people to focus on. Where I am, all of them is A, and opponents over here has B, and on the other side they have D, and in the top here they are called C. In the center there's R, and in the mid center is V. So you can really fast find out what everyone is talking about when we're looking into that. Now, just to finish this one, the next one here is a void. There's repair, is that's in need, and there's attack and defend. But the most brilliant thing here is you can actually choose yourself what it should say. Now over here we have some progress bars. As you can see, I got a price here, but more interesting, what prices is there? Alliance checkpoint rewards. Attack launched gives 15, defensive KOs 5, breach repair started 5, healing done 2. So this gives points all the way, and then here's some tridents. We can buy stuff from medkits, useful to quickly heal your heroes and put them in defense afterwards. Antimatter pieces we got here, auriculum core, more medkits, more tridents, auriculum shard, and down here that's core, and oh, that's an extra Atlantis energy. More antimatter shards, these are auriculum shards, more energy, and there's actually, if we can get really far, we can get a legendary antimatter, and in the end there's a chest containing one of the, well, even better shards. Over here, this is the player checkpoints. Attacks launch, again 15 points, defense, that's the same number of points, but it's just the personal rewards. So if you're really active, you can get, well, it looks like more or less the same there is here. Oh, there's a research point here, it's a bit different, but it isn't too much different what you can gain here. It misses here a referral to the shop, but well, we covered that in the last one. So the interesting part is mainly that these two are very similar to those in the treasure hunt. Now the conflict phase lasts 6 days more, well, a little more than 6 days, otherwise they could say 5. So it's a 7-day conflict phase with a 2 days prep phase, so 9 days. I'm not sure if that's a good length, but that's how long it is. As you can see right now, my team is doing pretty well here, 2,300 per hour, and soon a little more, and well, almost as much as the next two combined. So I think we'll do great here. And over here we got the rewards. Now there should be something new here. I'm not sure where we should see it, but there should be something that defines which bracket you're in when defining your groups. You end up here in the Atlantis, but I can't see it right there. So I think that's about it I can present here. The more interesting thing here, I'll just put it on pause and find another battle map so you can see it isn't that easy for the top alliances. As you can see here, this is the top group here. This down here is our other branch, Beta Vanguard, and up here we got the Beta Varangians, and they're also the part of the same family as the Beta Visigoths, and Beta Visigoths got some open spaces, so if you want to try it when the second round comes around, well, that's available. Our opponent here is Heroes FR, and that's the French guys, and over here we got the Ziegler, and Ziegler is the German guy. So we got two international tribes against the French and German group, and well, we're doing great. As you can see, we have conquered almost everything in here, but the notes here was 100 points is not as fancy as this one was 900 points. So obviously I know where I want to put my efforts. And as we work a bit together, then Varangians has attacked over here, and we have joined on the other side. Now the interesting part is the enemy here more difficult. As you can see here, they're 60,000, 75,000, so they are actually much more difficult, but we're also with the stronger teams, so it should be fair in all kinds of matters here, I think. And we have, as you can see, our general here has put the parentheses in here to show why we avoid it, because it's just a buffer, and we can always take it later if we want to cross the pond here and attack the French guys too. And well, we just need one of them, so we avoided the other one. So we have joined over here and started taking everything that was taken away from our enemies. Now you can now you have seen how they are built up here. You can begin to plan how you will do this when it comes on live, and well, if it doesn't end up exactly like this, well, then I'm pretty sure that we'll have another test run, and then you can see what the changes are. As you can see here, we're a bit further here on our alliance checkpoints. As you can see here, there isn't much before we had the next one here, the 3,000 contribution points, so it's going much better here, but I haven't done too much extra here, and well, I have 3 energy here I want to use before I go to sleep. But I think that's about it I can show you for now. Even though the enemies are more difficult, as you can see here, except for Ziegler, everyone else here is actually making more than the previous thing I showed you. Oh, as you see here, I forgot to show the internal. Well, we can actually see here how many attacks people have started, how much healing they've done, repairs started, defenses won, and contribution points they have given. And well, as you can see, all 20 it has actually participated, so that's pretty good. And well, I'm down low a bit, so I better use my 3 attempts extra so I can get up around here. That should be much better. Well, I think that was all for now. If you got any questions, please leave a comment here on YouTube, and I will try to get back to you and find an answer for you. Well, it was it for now. Thank you for watching this far. Have a nice evening.